Hi, Sophie. Wow, look at the window of that flower shop. The colors are absolutely incredible.
Hi, Daniel. Oh, you are right. It looks like a rainbow. All the different bouquets are so beautifully arranged. It makes me happy just looking at them.
Me too. I don't know the names of all of them, but the bright pink and deep purple ones are especially beautiful. Flowers really have a way of brightening up the day.
They certainly do. It's like a little piece of nature's art right here in the city. Seeing all these beautiful blooms makes me curious. Do you have a favorite type of flower?
That is a great question. I don't think anyone has ever asked me that before. I have to think about it for a moment. Yes, I think I do have a favorite.
I would love to hear what it is. It's always interesting to learn what kind of flowers people are drawn to. I think it can say a little bit about their personality.
So, don't keep me in suspense. What is your favorite flower, Daniel?
My favorite flower is the sunflower. I just think they are incredible. They are so big and bright and cheerful. It's impossible to look at a sunflower and not feel a little bit of happiness.
Sunflowers are a wonderful choice. They are so dramatic and impressive. When you see a whole field of them, it's a truly amazing sight.
It really is. I love their bright yellow petals. They look like a little piece of the sun growing on a stalk. And I find it fascinating how they turn their heads during the day to always face the sun.
That is a very special characteristic. It's called heliotropism. It's like they are worshiping the sunlight. What is it about them that makes them your favorite?
I think it's their feeling of optimism. They stand so tall and straight, and they always look towards the light. For me, they represent positivity and strength. They just feel like happy flowers. So, now you know my favorite. What about you, Sophie? What is your favorite flower? Is it one of the ones in that shop window?
My choice is a little more understated than a big, bright sunflower. My absolute favorite flower is lavender.
Lavender. That's a lovely choice. The color is so beautiful. That soft shade of purple. I can see why you would like it.
The color is beautiful, but that's not the main reason I love it. For me, the most important thing about lavender is its incredible scent. The fragrance is just wonderful.
Ah, yes, the smell. Lavender has a very famous and recognizable scent. It's very clean and fresh.
It is, but it's also incredibly calming. Whenever I smell lavender, I feel all my stress start to melt away. I sometimes use lavender essential oil on my pillow to help me sleep better at night. It's such a relaxing and peaceful flower.
That's a great reason to love a flower. The fact that it can make you feel calm and relaxed is amazing. It makes me think about the meanings of flowers. I know red roses mean love, for example.
Yes, the symbolism of flowers is a fascinating subject. It's called floriography. Almost every flower has a special meaning that has developed over centuries.
So, does your lavender have a special meaning, besides being calming?
It does. Lavender often represents purity, silence, devotion, and calmness. Its meaning fits its relaxing qualities perfectly.
That's very fitting. What about my sunflower? Does it have a special meaning too?
Yes, it has a beautiful meaning. Because of the way it follows the sunflower is often a symbol of loyalty, adoration, and longevity. It's all about faithfulness and looking towards something you admire.
Loyalty and adoration. I love that. It adds a whole new layer of appreciation for the flower. It's not just beautiful, it's meaningful too.
I think the meanings are what make giving and receiving flowers so special. Do you have any particular memories associated with sunflowers, Daniel?
That's a nice question. Yes, I do have one very strong memory from my childhood. My parents took my sister and me to a farm that had a huge sunflower field.
Oh, that sounds magical. What was it like?
It was incredible. I was just a little kid and the sunflowers were so much taller than me. It felt like walking through a golden jungle. The flowers were like giant, friendly faces looking down at us.
I can just imagine that. It must have felt like being in a fairy tale.
It really did. We spent the whole afternoon there taking pictures and just being amazed by the sheer number of them. That memory is probably a big reason why I love them so much today. It always reminds me of a happy family day. That memory makes me think about flowers for different occasions. We see people buying flowers in the shop now. What kind of flowers do you think are best to give someone for their birthday?
For a birthday, I think you want something bright, cheerful, and celebratory. A big bouquet of gerbera daisies would be a perfect choice. They come in so many happy colors, like orange, pink, and yellow.
Gerbera daisies. Yes, those are the ones that look like a perfect, simple drawing of a flower. They are very joyful. That's a great suggestion.
What about for a different occasion, like a wedding anniversary? What would you choose?
For an anniversary, I think something more elegant and romantic is needed. Maybe some beautiful white lilies. They are so graceful and sophisticated, and their fragrance is amazing.
Lilies are a wonderful choice for an anniversary. They symbolize commitment and partnership. Or, of course, you could always choose roses in a color other than red. Yellow roses symbolize friendship, and pink roses symbolize gratitude. We have been talking a lot about flowers you can buy in a shop or grow in a garden. But what about wildflowers? Do you like them too?
I absolutely love wildflowers. I went for a hike in the countryside last spring, and the meadows were full of them. It was a beautiful carpet of colors.
That sounds breathtaking. There is something so special about wildflowers. They have a more natural and untamed beauty compared to carefully arranged garden flowers.
I agree. You see flowers like red poppies, blue cornflowers, and little white daisies all growing together in a random, beautiful mix. They're not as big or dramatic as a rose, but they have their own simple charm.
They do. They show the resilience of nature. They just grow wherever they can without any help from people. I love seeing a little flower growing in a crack in the pavement. It shows such strength.
That's a beautiful way to put it. It's a reminder that beauty can be found everywhere, not just in planned and perfect gardens. Speaking of things you grow, what do you prefer? Getting a bouquet of cut flowers that you put in a vase, or getting a potted plant that continues to live and grow?
That is a very interesting question. I think they both have their own special qualities. I love getting a bouquet of fresh flowers. They bring instant color and life into a room.
That's true. A vase of fresh tulips or daffodils can make a whole room feel brighter. But they don't last very long, which is the sad part.
Exactly. That is the advantage of a potted plant. My friend gave me a beautiful potted orchid for my last birthday. I have it on my windowsill, and I have learned how to take care of it.
Orchids are so elegant. Is it difficult to care for?
It requires a bit of attention, but it's very rewarding. When a new flower blooms, it feels like an achievement. There is a special joy in nurturing a living plant and watching it grow over time. So while I love the instant beauty of cut flowers, I think I prefer the lasting joy of a potted plant. All this talk about gardens and plants is making me dream. If you could have any kind of garden in the world, what would your dream garden look like?
My dream garden? Wow, that's a big question. I have never really thought about it in detail before. I suppose it would have to be very sunny.
Of course, so you could grow your favorite flowers.
Exactly. It would be full of rows and rows of giant sunflowers. But I would also want other things. I think it would be nice to have a mix of flowers and useful plants.
Like a vegetable patch?
Yes, a small vegetable patch with tomatoes and herbs. I love the idea of being able to go outside and pick your own fresh ingredients for dinner. It would be very satisfying. What about you, Sophie? What is your dream garden like?
My dream garden would be a cozy English cottage garden. It would have a winding stone path and be absolutely full of flowers. I would want flowers with amazing scents.
A cottage garden sounds lovely. What kind of flowers would you plant in it?
It would have to have lots of my favorite, lavender, growing along the path so you would release the scent as you walked by. I would also plant big, old-fashioned climbing roses to grow up the walls of the house.
That sounds like something from a storybook. It would be so beautiful and romantic.
I would also include lots of other flowers that attract bees and butterflies, like foxgloves and delphiniums. I want my garden to be a lively place, full of color, scent, and the gentle buzzing of insects. It would be my own little peaceful paradise.
Your dream garden sounds as calming and beautiful as your favorite flower. And mine sounds as bright and practical as a sunflower.
It seems our favorite flowers really do say something about us. This has been such a wonderful conversation, Daniel. I have really enjoyed talking about all these beautiful things.
Me too, Sophie. It has made me appreciate the beauty of flowers even more. You know, we should visit the botanical gardens together sometime soon. Then we can see all these flowers for real.
I would love that. Let's plan to do it.